crazy? This update with the gold trade-ups, everyone was like, oh yeah, gloves are gonna be so cheap for normal people. Knives are gonna be cheap for normal people. It's all gonna be a nice time. Now the market has basically gone back up. Let's say Bayonet Vanilla, for example. At the lowest low of the update, it was $120. Now it's back up to $260. So many of the skins have just rebounded in value, right? Obviously, it's not all the way back up, but it's getting there, bro. Not only are the knives kind of getting back up there, the golds, the reds are now so insanely much more expensive than before. People who couldn't afford knives because they're expensive, many of them still can't afford knives or gloves because they're still too expensive, but now they also can't afford almost any reds. Cheapest red you have right now is €39.92. All of these are just battle scars, and all of these skins, they used to be €6. These were skins people actually could afford. This clip was brought to you by Skins Monkey. Trade your skins on Skins Monkey to change up your loadout because you get a 35% deposit bonus if you use code Anomaly. You also get up to $5 free for your first trade, so use the link in the description to start trading now because it's really easy for you to get new skins if you don't like your old ones. Just look how quick that trade was. And thank you once again, Skins Monkey, for paying for the clip's channel editors. Nightwish AK field tested used to be €8. This was a skin people could afford, and now it's 100. Not only can people not afford knives or gloves now because they've rebounded in price, now like so many people are locked out of the reds as well. Reds which they used to be able to afford. So many of the pinks are also now skyrocketing in price because 10 pinks trade up to a red. So if the reds have now doubled, tripled, or even 5 times its value, let's say the AK Nightwish going from €6 to €100, you can expect that before then, a pink would be like €1-2, maybe not even. Well, now, if that red is €100, the pinks are gonna be 10. So the pinks have gone up like 10 times in value, maybe, which is crazy. The entire market has just went up so much, and who's paying the price? Well, realistically, it's new people coming into the game. Now, what's the better ROI? Just doing trade-ups or opening the cases? So we can calculate how much it would cost to open a gold versus trade up to a gold. So let's say $157 for a P90 Asimov. From China for 140, so let's count 140. $140, you need 5 reds for a trade up, $700. So to trade up to a guaranteed butterfly knife, $700. How much would it cost to open butterfly knife from the breakout case? Well, as you know, each case key is $2.5. Breakout case is oh my god, it's $936. This is the price of the case plus 2.5 the key. This is the cost for opening one breakout case. Getting a gold is 1 in 390.625 cases on average. Now, of course, you can open a butterfly knife in the first case, but it can also take you 2,000. But on average, you'll get 1 in 390 cases. So the cost of opening a butterfly knife is slightly higher than trading up to one. $4,630. Trade up to a butterfly, guaranteed $700. If you open one, yeah, it's almost gonna cost you 7 times as much, but you can get a factory new one. At the same time, you can also get a battle scarred one. So this perk can be a negative. Opening cases, it takes longer time, it costs way more. The only other perk is that you get the extra skins, but for those you're paying way more for. People who are saying more fun, I can see why, but at the same time, is it 7 times more fun in terms of cost if you're going for a gold? People in chat saying high risk, high reward, but the risk is way lower if you trade up to the knife. And let's say they all have shit float. They're all really bad, which is probably what you're gonna get when you're buying them just for trade up. Even if you get a butterfly fade, it's gonna be factory new. How much does it cost to buy a P90 Asimov? Well, field tested, like we saw, it's gonna cost you like $140, right? How much is it gonna cost to open a P90 Asimov? Is the price point of $140 fair, too high, or too low? Well, I can already tell you it's way, way too low compared to the odds. We know the price of opening up a gold was like 4,700, which kind of explains why butterflies are so expensive. Well, the cost of opening up a red from the breakout collection is $1,856. So more than 10 times as expensive. So yes, the price of $140 is very fair. Opening enough breakout cases to get enough reds to do a trade up is $9,300. Like, guys, are you starting to see now what I meant when I said the recalibration of the market is gonna be crazy? Because not only are all of the prices completely wrong now, prices of the reds are probably gonna go too high and then adjust downwards because golds go down in price and so. So right now, I think reds are still way too cheap from what they should be, because on paper right now, to generate new breakout reds, which was just the example here, it's gonna cost you so much money. In my opinion, right now, doing trade-ups is the way to go, because the prices are still too wrong. The prices are so wrong. This is all because a month ago, the only way ever for the entire duration of CS, the only way to get golds has been through case opening. You haven't been able to get a gold any other way. No collections ever have golds. No events have ever given golds. The only way ever has been by opening cases. But now there's a new way, and this new way is so much cheaper. But it's lame. We don't want coverts going more expensive than the knives themselves. It already is probably. One of the night wishes, I can guarantee you, it's going to be more expensive than, for example, Shadow Dagger's Bright Water. Yeah, Bright Water FN is $59. Nightwish field tested is $68. It already is. One red is never gonna cost more, I think, than a butterfly tiger tooth, because that's one of the items you're chasing. But one red could easily cost more than a, you know, Shadow Dagger's tiger tooth, Huntsman, Bright Water, maybe even Huntsman tiger tooth. I don't know. In my opinion right now, they just nerfed cases so much that opening them doesn't make sense. I will still open cases because it's fun, and for videos it's a lot of fun, but I'm saying for you guys, you shouldn't do it because mathematically it's not good right now. Like, it never was good, but they made it so much worse compared to just doing a knife trade up. But at some point there's not going to be many reds. Exactly. And when those reds run out, people are going to open cases, and because then the supply is down but the demand is probably still high, the price of the reds are going to go even more up. Some reds aren't as great, like, you know, these are recoil items. Obviously the reds are probably not going to go as expensive. Golds need to go down a little bit. As a result of the reds, pinks, purples, and even the blues are going to go up in price. It's an absolute ton of recalibration that needs to happen. And this is, like I said, not something that's just going to happen in a day or in a week. This is going to take a long time. I think regular people who are spending maybe like $100, $200 on skins, they are the ones getting more and more punished, because now almost all skins are just becoming more and more and more expensive.